We draw cards. And look, the card advantage from red decks is just insane. We can even get lost this, which is even better. Well, this feels absolutely fair, just drawing insane amounts of cards. Man, we would overkill them so hard. This was 4, this was 7, 11, 13 damage. Man, this is so rough. Our opponent seems to be playing a Boros Oh, they died with dignity, you know? I will still try. Oh yes! Do you feel the power? Let's go top tiers. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck that might surprise you. Even though it's red, it actually plays very differently than the other red decks, and this one ranked 5 and 0 in Standard League, and I tested it in Best of 1, and I also had really good results. I will tell you in the outro, but we ranked like crazy. So this deck seems to be absolutely crushing it in both Best of 1 and Best of 3, and yeah, we will talk about the cards because surprisingly, we have new cards in this deck, and finally mono-red players are honest about how they win. Count on luck, triple red, why am I not surprised? This is basically Annex, giving you 1 extra card a turn, forever. You can always play it, but because you are so low on curve, you can basically play all of the cards that you are drawing, and you usually also hit a land. And this is super important because those cards are played from exile, and this is the card that is making some comeback, Nalaar, Consul of Revival. If you've seen this card, you know how devastating this can be. Top tiers have haste, and for 2 mana you get a 2/3, and every time you play a land from exile or cast a spell, so both count, even playing lands. So if you hit lands from your studio or count on luck, you still get the top tier. You create colorless top tiers, and it's not limited to 1 per turn. So honestly, you can just keep spamming resolves, the studios, and also counting on luck, and just create a ton of extra creatures who are also drawing cards. So guys, you will see all of the games. This will be my full experience with the deck, and I mean, you will see. This will be fun, and I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for being on the channel, for always being so cool, and just sharing, the passion over Magic. It makes making content like this so much more fun. So you guys really are super cool, so thank you for that. And if you want to support the channel, you can hit subscribe. It takes 3 seconds, and you will do your part in helping make this content. So yeah, I hope you will like it, and let's hit Mythic. So basically how we play right now. 1 mana is early game, 2 mana is mid game, and 3 mana is late game. Which is how it was intended. So the Leyline Axe, I think this is a live game deck. Let's go with Mountain, because why wouldn't we? We definitely hit their face. So this should be a live game mono white with a lot of, you guessed it, live game. I didn't expect blue. I'm not sure what the... Okay, so it's a Unicorn deck. Well, that's why you need those Burst Lightnings. We have to kill it now. If we don't kill it right now, we lose the game. Like, this is the only turn when we can kill it. So if you miss Burst Lightning, you are out, basically. Because this will grow to probably like 5/5 on the next turn. You don't know how, but it will, trust me. And with this we have nice opening. They only have 4 cards and we can kill 1 of the creatures. This is awkward. And this is 3. Okay, so they can get 8 life on the next turn. That's a little bit high. And we definitely will play this, right? And we have 2 ways to play this. Either we can try to go for card advantage because we are mono-red, so as obviously we have card advantage in this deck, or we can try to go for a bit of tempo and go like Slickshot into Burst Lightning, stuff like this, but it gives them double strike. So I honestly think we just go with this. I probably need to attack first, right? This way they don't block. So we cannot outrace them because of the lifelink. And don't you worry, if I played this first, then they would just block because we are tapped. So we didn't have a choice. Let's take 8 damage, but if we get anything like double Burst Lightning or, this kind of stuff, we can do a lot. And because they equipped, right now they cannot make another play. So if we kill Seraph, they're out of the game, basically, and we'll always get card advantage. But we need to hit good cards that aren't bivouacs. This is an interesting one. This should do the trick. And that's why we can do it. So we go Battlefield Forge, because this is a bad draw. We go Slickshot. Man, this is so funny. I'm literally just playing this as a control deck, because I will have more cards than this guy. And that's why you also need to be on the play. Honestly, on the draw we would lose this game, because we wouldn't be able to do this play and reset their board. And we don't bargain. So normally you are out of gas at this point, but with counting on luck, the true red card in every way, you can just keep outvaluing them every turn. And if you draw a ton of removal, you just trade 1 for 1 until they have no cards. So even though I have literally 1 card, I have more value than them, I think. Right, let's see what the next play. Okay, this is huge. This is actually really... no way. That's the wrong choice. Bro, like, you need to count on your luck, bro. Right? We could go Slickshot and attack. Is there a world where we die on the next turn? Because I can just play this into Slickshot. That gives us a ton of cards for the next turn, and we'll probably outvalue them. I can start with this. But if I hit Burst Lightning, I still cannot target it because of warding. This is like 6 damage, that's a ton. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not sure if I will attack, but we will definitely play all of this. They have trample, so probably there is no point in, you know... Yeah, let's keep attacking. They have lifelink. Oh right, but if they if they equip the axe, of course they don't have anything except 1 mana, so best case they can use the map token if they have a land. I don't think they will block, they shouldn't, because then they are losing way too much. So this is like the turn that they need to do something super big. I think they are dead, to be honest, but maybe? Bannicorn. Probably the last card you want to see with Leyline Axe and Shelter by Ghost. Don't shelter me, bro. Don't you dare. Okay. It has flying, but they will be at 5 only. I'm pretty sure we can basically kill them very easily here. Alright guys. We have this lethal. And we need to hit them for enough. Yeah, I mean, we just play this. We draw cards. And look, the card advantage from red decks is just insane. We can even get lost this, which is even better. We Well, this feels absolutely fair, just drawing insane amounts of cards. Man, we would overkill them so hard. This was 4, this was 7, 11, 13 damage, you know, as the mono-red deck. This can be very rough. Burst Lightning is really good draw, honestly. I think we have to go with it. Hero is incredibly annoying card, and if they play, so if you play against bad mono-red player, you can just wait with this, and you will get 2 for 1. But if you are playing against a good player or someone who plays Boros, you might be in some serious trouble, you know. Let's go with Cori first. We absolutely need to set it up because we are already behind. We have no creatures, we have no removal, and we are on the draw. So we are literally playing this as a control deck, and our opponent is the aggro deck. We probably will have to find resolve into land, into Burst Lightning or something, so we can double trigger Cori. This will be rough. Our opponent is very good at the game, so they play mouse and spam it with spells, and then pray that it's enough to win the game. And to be absolutely honest, it might. They really messed it up already, but is that enough? I could count on luck, but it's probably worse. So this draws more cards faster. I don't have a basic, so I will play Verge first. I might miss a land, that's fine. This is how we want to tap. Because if we hit Burst Lightning or something, we want to play it. Alright, let's go with Swiftspear. We take 1 damage, but we double spell. We absolutely attach Cori, but that's the problem. The mouse is already a 5 freaking 5. That's a lot. This gives attacking creatures, so all of them. I cannot block, like you cannot block red creatures. You crazy? Alright, so what can we do? We could cast another Wrenn's Resolve. I need to double spell on this turn, right? So I think we actually play the Mountain. Then we use the mana. We also unlock the Verge, right? So that's pretty decent. Let's go for Wrenn's Resolve. Like, I think we have to raise this. Okay. Bro? They will draw the card. I think we have to. I think we have to. You know what? Let's count on luck. So basically, if they have the Hex Shard Mage Rescue, they will win the game right now. They didn't, so we just take 5 damage. As the reward for losing a creature, they will get the card. And now we are trying to race. How does it feel so bad to be ahead? Oh man, I'm considering if I should wait with attacking, but they have a lot of mouse, like Manifold Mouse, you know, the other mouse, the hero. They don't have haste, so I'm not trying to be ultra defensive. I will try to finish the game, maybe even on the next turn, but we'll see. It depends on the draws. But I think we have some draws that can give us, you know, this kind of power. Don't forget, this triggers prowess and also pumps 3 creatures, so it's like 6 damage actually. So this is 2 mana, double lightning bolt. Here's your honk for, I don't know, for playing red decks in Mythic. So Scavenger. Scavenger is not very good because they only have 1 card and they cannot draw more. This is a decent draw. So they want to pump the Scavenger. That's nice. We will try to force them into... Oh man, I think with this we might win. Alright guys, I think we have this. Man, I'm so happy. We can even double spell, right? Whenever you attack, so we can start with this one. I think that should be enough. Let's see if they have priority. I think they shouldn't. Yep, they don't. That means we can kill this. We can pump everything. We trigger all the stuff, and here we go with another absolutely insane lethal. And I cannot believe that we, you know, reverse the game so well, but they are dead. Count on. This is not a bad card. I don't know the matchup. Against some matchups, this will be a great, insane card that will win you the game. Against some, it might not be great. Swiftspear. Well, that might be a little bit rough. Definitely Vantage. This will be a little bit rough. I think we have to go with this. I think we need to set up first, then we start removing creatures. We're on the play, so we should have like a little bit of extra tempo. If they want to destroy Pia, they need to spend 2 mana for it. This is good. This is good. Because they invested 2 mana into something we can answer with a single point. So that's super good for us. Oh my god, I already messed up probably. But you know what? I guess we just play this and we see what we get. I kinda messed because, but to be fair, I might have not had. Okay, so I didn't really mess up super hard, but it was still better to wait with the land, because if that was the land, I could get the top tier on this turn, and that's, you know, one of the big things about this deck. I will kill Slickshot already. Do I want to be aggressive? Yes, we do, especially on the turn that they cannot pump. So they can scale Swiftspear a ton, but not as high as we can scale our stuff. And on the next turn we can start getting basically infinite cards. So we have 4 Get Lost and 6 1-mana removal. Alright, they're already going with their Slickshot. Bro, it really feels like we are just 2 cavemen like hitting each other with clubs and seeing who falls first. How do we want to play? I really want to kill this. But I also would love to draw cards. We probably should go with, what, Painter Studio? With Slickshot we don't have second play. That's the problem. With this we draw cards, but we lose tempo. We need to hit a land into 1-drop, which is also kinda not what we want. I could just try to outvalue them, but I'm not sure if we can. In all honesty, I think Slickshot is just better, because it gives us 2 blockers. A very awkward turn, that's for sure. I'm not blocking with this card, so I think I will just wait with double Slickshot. The problem is that they will have Monstrous Rage. Is there even point in blocking, guys? Oh man, I have no idea. I will play like this. Not sure if that's optimal, because they always have Monstrous Rage, right? So they always have Trample, so all you get is basically like 1 damage mitigation, and you don't really want to do it. Especially things like Studio that pump all your creatures. But there might be a world where they don't have Monstrous Rage and blocking actually works. But as you can see, they are scaling like crazy. In some situations, you are just forced to block and, you know, cross your fingers that they don't have the card. With this kind of selection and 4 Monstrous Rages, they should have it. They're also keeping the red mana. But to be fair, they are casting triple blue, so it's not like they have a choice. They have by the speed in which they are taking the cards, you can tell. Oh my god, this top tier just saved us 7 life. All right, I made a perfect call, like legit. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm actually so happy with this. Down to 8, by the way. We probably want to go with Wrenn's Resolve, and let's see what we get. I'm really hoping for some burn spells. We didn't get those. That's getting a little bit awkward. We're definitely using this. So we know they don't have Monstrous Rage and they use a ton of selection cards, and they probably won't hit another Sleight of Hand. They might still hit Opt. So the chance of them drawing Monstrous Rage is way lower than on the last turn. And we can get lost the card. They might have Shore Up, in which case I should kill something right now, but they can get the map tokens. So you know what? You know what? I think this is the play. They will have a spell. We don't hit the cards we need right now too much. So that's a little bit awkward. That's why we are playing like this. So I'm taking a lot of gambles here. And I'll be honest, like, I really hoped for a little bit better draws, you know? Because we need like Burst Lightnings and Torch the Towers. If we hit triple of them, the game is instantly won. Because we just kill everything and, you know, they cannot do stuff. Alright. Do I die already? I think I already die. Well, this is why you need to do this kind of spells. Okay, cool. So we can... This is our... Wow, this is literally how we draw, bro. Alright, we are on the play. However, we unfortunately hit only tap lands. That's pretty brutal. We will go with Parlor, because then we can try to hit a land that is untapped and recover some of the tempo. Alright, and we're doing it nicely. I could go for this and then go for Resolve. What exactly are you? Probably a 3-color deck then. It could also be some Omniscience that doesn't want to get countered. I think we go with this because it forces an answer, and if they answer it, then we can go with some Hasters, so I think it's still decent. So if we play this, there is a huge chance that this gets removed instantly. I will still try. Oh yes! Do you feel the power? Let's go top tiers. And now, so this could be a lockdown turn, like the next turn. I still think we should go for it. We can always go for Pia on the next turn, right? So we don't actually mind it. So this might be Omniscience deck, because this seems to be Dispersal. Ephemeras Dispersal, whatever the name is. Epharas, sorry. So yeah, that seems okay, but as you can see, thanks to having those extra top tiers, we are getting extra pressure. And even though it seems small, like it's only 1 damage a turn, I mean it hits every turn for until the end of the game. However, they might reanimate on turn 4 and there's literally nothing you can do about it. So I'm focusing my gameplay skills so they don't draw the card. They need Omniscience in the graveyard and Awakening in the hand. So they hesitated a lot. This might mean they don't have Awakening, but they still want to hit something else. Or most likely that they have the Awakening. It's a hard choice. We need to keep pressuring them super hard, but we of course, risk the lockdown. Like, this is kind of fun gameplay, because when you are an aggro deck, you literally need to go absolutely all in, and if they have the card, you are done, you lose. And that's and you cannot play around it. You basically just, face roll. So we could go for Slickshot for extra damage. And I think this is good, because we need a super strong setup. We need to keep pressuring them to the maximum, because we need to kill them in like next 2 turns, otherwise we are done. Because they will reanimate. They don't have Omniscience yet, so they use this mana to get some combo pieces at the end step. This is super important. They want to hit Omniscience in the graveyard right now, in which case they probably will win. So as you can see, the thrilling gameplay of my opponent trying to hit the card that auto wins the game, and I'm trying to, you know, hit my card so I can win the game in 4 turns. So yeah, let's see who is better at Magic right now. From the hesitation, I can say that they didn't hit Omniscience, because if all they need is Awakening to the hand and Rest into the graveyard. See, they didn't hit it, and that's already the 2nd Awakening. So, okay, so they have 1 in the hand. All they need is Omniscience in the graveyard. I really hope for no lockdown. If they have lockdown, that's a huge problem, and we might be in some serious trouble. We don't have even good follow-up on the next turn. So I'm absolutely face-rolling my strategy. Okay, I can appreciate it. You know what? This is an interesting play. I think this is the first one I've seen it. And we need to win the game from this. Probably. Can we? I'm honestly not sure. Well, the most damage we can do is this, so I mean, let's go. Let's go, guys. This prevents the block. And this... Well, how much damage we get? 5, 8, 10, 11, 14. They're at 1. And we will have Bivouac after they win the game. I think we lost by 1 single damage. We needed 1 extra top tier, guys. There's nothing we can do, right? I mean, still, let's go. They might not have the thing, you know? But I think they have. They have Omniscience in the graveyard, and they have Awakening in the hand. They will win on the next turn. But listen, that was a decent attempt. 1 Burst Lightning and would win. That's a strong... Oh! I'm sorry. Now I have become the real mono red player, and I don't do math, alright? I just swing face. Oh, I did not deserve this victory, but I will still take it. Alright guys, I'll be honest, this is a very, very good draw. It has insane card advantage, and at the same time we are on the play with really good tempo. So I will take it. We can even go for Gallery when we play the tap land. Favorite Passage, our opponent is nice enough to not keep priority. And I remember where cards like this were played, you know, where you could play a tap land. I think we go with Verge. Oh no, we don't need to. We just go with Parlor. I think Bivouac will be so slow that we will do it later. What is this deck? Probably multicolored. Could be Zultai. I think Burst Lightning should not be needed, but it might be a mistake. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure what we need at this stage. Like, it's only 1 land. Fabled Passage is a very unique card, so it kinda gives you information. Oh no, 1 blue mana and nothing. I think they are dead. I don't know what my next draws will be, but I know that they probably are dead. So I think we want extra cards. Let's go, let's keep pressuring, because with this they cannot counter anything, and we're already getting the guaranteed cards, and oh man, here we go. And the damage is already pretty nice. Like, this deck plays so weird, because you are an aggro deck, but you can actually just draw a ton of cards. Oh, they're playing Calyx into Get Lost. You know that it's bad, you know it's bad. Let's go Verge. I mean, guys, let's be honest, this is how a fair, cool deck looks against, you know, all the meta red decks. Like, it just gets instantly stomped. Like, it's not even close. 7 damage, and the fun part, even if they get rid of everything, I will just outvalue them later. Oh, this is a Scavenger. Oh, alright, so this is like enchantment deck. Of course with Calyx, but I thought that they would be a little bit higher on the curve, but yeah. So this is pretty aggressive deck, more than I expected, but they will probably just die. Armor, sure. They need Shelter by Ghost, they need the lifelink. Otherwise, I think it will be too weak. They're trying to make sure that the next draw is good. Smart, but I think it won't be enough. Depends what we draw, right? So, I could... yeah, I think we just go for this. Man, this deck is insanely brutal. Like, look at this, man. We're pumping everything and then pumping it twice. They can only block one creature. And that's it. Let's go. Man, Slickshot alone kills this Nelly. Oh, man. They don't even want to block. They know what kind of monstrosity this deck is. Alright. Alright, on the draw, never a good message to to see at the start of the game. And of course we are on the draw against Mono-Red. That's the classic. I think we have to Burst Lightning this. I'm not the biggest fan of this play, but it feels so behind when you are starting on the draw against the red deck. Like, it feels like you are out already. So we really would love to draw more removal like this. Challenger is super good follow-up. Like, they will basically be faster than us. And there's not much we can do about it. I think that we have to take the damage and just go double Swiftspear. This way we are kinda trying to be even on damage, but we are behind. Don't get it twisted. We are behind from the start of the game, and we probably won't recover, but we'll try. Here you go. 3 cards. Perfect. That's literally the dream draw, because this is basically a free card. That also gives them extra mana, so they didn't really invest anything. They got the card back and they got the mana back, so this was literally free. We cannot double spell because we are not very good at the game. I'm not sure how to play this, to be honest. I don't think there's anything we can do because we are on the draw. Like, we'll always be behind. The only way to recover on the draw is to hit removal so we can kill all of their creatures. If I play Cori and land, then I'm probably dead. I honestly have no idea how we can win this. Oh boy, I have no idea, guys. I will just try to, hit face. But this is 5 damage already. But we cannot even block, man. I could double block with the Swiftspear, but if they pump, I'm losing 1 creature. There's no good decisions. You just need to, hit stuff and pray that you get removal. Like, as you can see, even if you are playing basically Mono-Red against Mono-Red, you still need to have, perfect answers on first returns or you are dead, especially on the draw. So there are sometimes comments, well, this deck dies to Mono-Red. Like, Mono-Red dies to Mono-Red. Like, if you have, slow opening, you die as Mono-Red as well. So this is 8 damage. I hope you enjoyed this great game. There was nothing we can do, and basically our opponent just played his cards. That's literally the whole game. Alright, our opponent is going again first. Bro, I feel like in last 10 games I have played, I was like always on the draw. And this guy just realized that he... Welcome to Standard. Oh man, I think they are mulliganing to like 3 cards or something. Oh. Is that an aggro deck? It really feels like an aggro deck. We don't have 1-drop, so of course we play the Parlor. We don't need more lands. 3 is enough to play the whole game out of in standard. And is that an aggro deck? I will play this out of curiosity what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if this dies, but it doesn't. Which means that we'll start getting insane value and we'll probably win the game. So, listen. It is what it is, We'll play the stuff on the next turn. We do it because Pia Nalaar will get us extra value. And I will attack, even if they have right hand. That's worthwhile, a risk. We cannot play 2 cards, unfortunately. We only play the Verge. This way we get 1 token. And we can... we go... Oh, poor guy. I actually feel for him. So of course we play this so we can get prowess and we start attacking. As you can see, you are outvaluing everyone very easy. And I know they mulligan, but they won't outvalue us. Look at how many cards we are getting every turn. You optimally want to hit a land into a spell from this kind of stuff. Let's play. And those top turns. Oh, poor guy. Oh, I feel for him. Should I, if I, okay, I wanted to concede, but, we won't get the real score, so I cannot really, when I'm testing the deck. Let's go for this one. This way we trigger all the prowess triggers, and we also get the top tiers to attack for more. And of course, man, look how many enchantments they need to remove. Basically, like, that's a huge power of the deck, that you have like multiple enchantments that need to be removed. And they cannot even block top tiers because they have flying, so they need to keep chomp block. Man, this is so rough. Our opponent seems to be playing a Boros oh. They died with dignity, you know? This was super unfortunate, but to be absolutely fair, I think they a little bit recklessly mulligan, because unless they were super unlucky, they probably didn't need to mulligan to 5. If you mulligan to 5, usually you can still hit bad hands, and it just gets worse and you end with something like this. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed, and even though the deck was absolutely as red as possible, I think in the games you've noticed that it plays completely different than the other decks. Even though you have Swiftspear, Cori, Slickshot, normally when you play aggro deck, you cannot have slow opening, but with this deck, you have two different ways to close the game. Either you kill them super quickly and they cannot do anything, or you just decide that you will outvalue them, because you have so much value in this deck with basically 12 cards that keep drawing more cards that you legit can outvalue every deck that goes 1-for-1, especially like black and Orzhov decks that just keep casting removal. I mean, you can just cast more, especially with Cori-Steel Cutter. You can basically keep drawing cards, you know, play whatever like removal and stuff, and still have extra creatures that are out of nowhere. Like, you don't even have this creature in the deck and it still gets created every turn. So there's so much to talk about this deck, even though it's red. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really got a vibe of like playing a bit of a control deck with this one, which is hilarious. Nalaar is extremely strong card that, especially on the play, if your opponent cannot answer it, if you hit the right cards with especially Wrenn's Resolve, like, you can play this on turn 2. Your opponent doesn't answer, plays a tap land, then you resolve, land into like Burst Lightning. This is already 2 extra creatures, 4 damage, and 2 extra cards. To be fair, 1 extra card because you invested 1. So this is a ton of power. It also lets you basically keep playing over and over. So even like if they lock you down, they don't get rid of count on luck, or like, you know, you can still draw cards with the studio. You can play it until end of the next turn, so you can just play it for 3 mana, and the cards are here for the next turn. So you can always, you know, recover pretty nicely. And the score, because you want to know. Alright. First you get the score. It was 5-2, and actually it was way better than I expected. We went over 70% win rate, hitting very high, like, not very high, but you know, 13 top 100 is pretty decent score, and I think we could go higher if we continue playing. And yeah, before we go further, because I still have a lot to say about this deck, including we'll talk about the sideboard because it's pretty fire. A huge thank you to all of our patrons. You guys are amazing, helping to make content every day, and your support really matters a lot. So I hope you are enjoying the channel. Even though we have some red decks, I still want to give you, some meta decks, so we can try to smork the ladder with some mountains. Unfortunately, red deck seems to be absolutely the best for meta, and there's basically nothing else at the top of win rate except Omniscience deck, so it's all the red decks in different variations, but I still hope you enjoy it. Really thank you. And about the sideboard, this is a true red mage sideboard. It's very easy. It has 4 different cards in 15 slots. However, the choices are incredibly powerful. Rest in peace, of course, against any deck that uses the graveyard. Absolutely devastating. Be careful, because I have this from different set than probably you. So don't craft all, because you might craft, new rest in pieces. So, just make sure you check the version. Same for Authority. Do you know that I actually have 6 Authority of the Consuls, because I didn't realize that I have 2 different versions, and I just crafted, and then I realized I have 2 from one set and 4 from different. Be careful of those things. So Authority of Consuls is great at every red deck, every mirror, everything that tries to kill you. Rest in peace against all the Omniscience decks and all the Reanimators, all the Zultai self-mills, and the Liege is super cool, because if you don't like pixie decks, I mean, you just include 4 of them, and every time they Hopeless Nightmare, you just discard this. And I mean, the ability of that opponent control causes you to discard a card, and you put it into battlefield for free. And you even have white cards like Nalaar. So that is kinda insane. You have very easy sideboard, but that is super efficient at the same time. I really like it. And yeah, the deck I mean, it's still a Cori deck, but it's a very different deck than the other one. And even though, you know, it's red aggro, I can at least appreciate that it plays a little bit different game plan, a little bit longer game, and a little bit less aggressive, and at the same time it still has the same power. So if we are forced to see red decks over and over, at least this one does something new, and it's honest that it's counting on luck to win. And yeah, with the score, it seems that in League it went 5-0, in Best of 1 it went 5-2, for me at least. So yeah, it seems to be performing. And by the way, if you are watching this today, as I published this video for Elite members, this is literally the deck from today. Like this is as fresh as it gets. So we'll see, it might start taking over the ladder in next days, or maybe Mono-Red stays at the top. We will see. I hope you guys enjoyed. Really thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.